As I say, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the Havens, Laurel's staff, distinguished guests, and military veterans. My name is Wayne Lund. I'm a retired Army Ranger, and I'm also a 100% disabled veteran. I'm honored to be here at the Havens and Laurel's Assisted Living Facility to be with you as we're gathered here today on this day before Veterans Day to honor every service member who has ever worn one of our nation's uniforms. Many of these men and women who we want to honor are right here with us today. Take a look around you. It may be a family member, a neighbor, or even a friend. Each and every one of you has made sacrifices for this great country of ours, and we will be forever grateful for your services and sacrifice. Each time that our country has come under attack, our armed forces has driven to their defense. Anytime that our freedom has come under assault, they have responded with resolve. Throughout America's history, their courage, their sacrifice, and their outstanding patriotism has allowed our country to flourish. Now, as we pay tribute to our veterans, we are honored that not one ceremony or parade will ever repay the debt that is owed. We realize that our obligation will endure long after the battle has ended. We need to make it our mission to give these veterans the respect and care that they have so bravely earned. Many Americans can remember when Veterans Day was known as Armistice Day. It was called Armistice Day when the Germans and the Allies signed the ceasefire on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th year in 1918 to officially end World War I. Then in 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed into law changing the name from Armistice Day to Veterans Day. It is a day to honor veterans from all of our wars, and as of 1978, Veterans Day observance has officially been known on November 11th. During Veterans Day throughout our United States and overseas, on our military installations worldwide, organizations such as Military of the Purple Heart, Disabled American Veterans, and Veterans of Foreign Wars will be holding, just to name a few, will be holding several events to celebrate this special day. There will be parades and static displays of military equipment and weapons on our military installations throughout the world. There will also be many memorial services at all of our military cemeteries worldwide. There are beautiful monuments that honor our World War I, World War II veterans. There are the statues honoring our Korean War veterans. And then there's the Vietnam Wall honoring the veterans from that war. They are all located in Washington, D.C. There are new memorials being erected all over the United States to honor the new veterans and service members who are serving hot spots throughout the world. Did you know there was also a new memorial here in Austin? On March 29, 2014, a statue honoring the Texas Vietnam veterans was dedicated at the Capitol grounds in Austin, Texas. Now, a little bit about myself. During my 22 years of military service, I've been privileged to serve from private to being a first sergeant, serving many assignments throughout the United States and overseas, earning my U.S. Parachute Wings, my Army Pathfinder Badge, Army Ranger Tab, Expert Infantry Badge, Combat Infantry Badge, the President's 100 Qualification Badge, plus numerous other combat military awards and decorations, plus several foreign countries' parachute wings. I received orders to report to Vietnam in October 1965, serving my first tour. I was assigned Bravo Company 135 Infantry, 3rd Brigade, 25th Division in the Central Highlands of Pleiku. With my qualifications, I felt that I could serve the Army better, so I requested transfer to the Brigade Long Range Reconnaissance Patrol. I was accepted into the teams, and then I was sent to the 5th Special Forces Recondo School in Nha Trang, Vietnam. It was a 3-week training course teaching all aspects of fighting a very tough and determined enemy, the North Vietnamese Army, NVA. After graduation, I returned to my unit and then requested transfer to the elite 50th Long Range Patrol Company. Our primary mission was running 5- and 6-man alert teams throughout the Central Highlands of Vietnam. After extending twice for 6 months, I ended up spending a total of 24 months in country. I spent 18 months running alert combat patrols along the Cambodian border, east of the Nui Ba Dinh mountain area, and returning to the United States September 1967. I was wounded twice, receiving 2 Purple Hearts and 2 Bronze Star medals for valor. Also received an Army Commendation Medal. When I rotated back to the United States because of combat injuries, I could not return to jump status. So the government decided they wanted to make me a drill sergeant. That was a job I hated. I spent 1968-69 as a drill instructor teaching basic training. Then in January 1970, I volunteered for the U.S. Army Sniper School at Fort Benning, Georgia. Going through the 12 weeks of sniper training, learning everything about being an excellent sniper, and graduating as one of the top sniper instructors. Returning to South Vietnam in May 1970, serving as a sniper instructor with a 10-man sniper team assigned to the 25th Infantry Division in Cu Chi, Vietnam. Our job was teaching sniper tactics to volunteers from the 25th Division, 4th Infantry Division, and any other unit that was interested in becoming a sniper. 4 months later, I was transferred to the Military Assistance Command, known as MACV, as an advisor to serve with Advisor Team 74th to teach South Vietnamese Rangers how to shoot a sniper rifle. A volunteer from the 44th Ranger Regiment and to qualify them as South Vietnamese Rangers. About 6 months later, I was just reassigned back to the 25th Division, where I thought I was going back to teach. But I was picked up by F Company 75th Rangers as their primary sniper instructor. I extended for 6 months to stay with the Rangers. Out on a combat patrol with the Rangers, we came under fire from NVA. RPG rocket grenade almost took my thumb off, as hanging by a little thread, and I ended up with my 3rd Purple Heart. After injuries, I was returned to F Company 75th Rangers, promoted to Sergeant First Class, and awarded a Bronze Star for meritorious service and a 2nd Army Commendation. I received orders to return to the United States September 1971. Checking on my time spent in combat in Vietnam on 2 combat tours was a total of a little over 42 months in country. Upon my return to the United States, I served the remainder of my 9.5 years active duty, serving both the United States and overseas in Germany. Retired in 1980 with a total of 21.5 years of active duty. I'd been retired a little over 10 years when in November 1990, I received orders to report to Fort Meade, Maryland in support of Desert Storm, Desert Shield. And from Fort Meade, I was transferred to Dover, Delaware, where I was assigned to the Mortuary Assistance NCO, spending an additional 6 months active duty running missions as an assistant mortuary. Then on April 1991, I was reverted back to retired status with a little over 22 years active service. Returning to my home in San Antonio, where I now stay active as a life member of Disabled American Veterans, Military Order of the Purple Heart, and the Veterans of Foreign Wars. And I also volunteer at the Warrior Family Support Center, Fort Sam Houston. We have a saying among our veterans on our active duty: all give some, and some gave all. Thank you one and all for allowing me to speak to you today, and you all have a wonderful Veterans Day. Thank you.